Welcome back to Xbox Corner, my name is Alex, and today it's a new month, meaning we just found out the latest batch of games leaving Game Pass come February 15th. Today though I'll give you an overview of the game, whether I think it's going to be worth a play, and then realistically how long it will take you to beat the story, and how long to grab all achievements. So basically that is a completionist's run. So with that luck, hit subscribe, join us here on Xbox Corner for reviews, deals, what's coming and going from Game Pass, and then graphical comparisons weekly, and let's get started. The Medium then is no doubt a big loss to Game Pass, but it's been here now since day one, so we've had more than enough time to get it complete. This one though, it's for the horror fans out there, featuring on Luke's top horror games list. You'll find that linked in the pinned comment down below. It's telling the tale though of a medium who recently lost her father. This is just the beginning though, as you battle between two realities, uncovering the truth behind your past and powers. It's creepy stuff, third person, monsters, all sorts going on, but the story, it is intriguing, and the fact you play across these two different realities, it is very cool. It's Series X and S exclusive then, but it has a reasonable runtime, this one, even for all achievements, so I would check it out. I think you can get it wrapped up in time. The Falconeer then is well worth it for adventure fans out there. Most impressively though, this was made by a one-man team, and that cel-shaded style it seems to rock, well that's because the game, it actually has no texture work at all. It's a striking look though, and this world, it's oceanic, but you'll be way above the waves as you fly these massive warbirds. I played this one myself at launch. I also played it on the Switch. In fact, it's got a nice combination of exploration and aerial combat, a whole lot of missions and side quests as you dig into the lore of this world, and it's another one that it wouldn't be unreasonable to wrap it up before the 15th. Final Fantasy XII for the Zodiac age then on this one, probably not as reasonable, let's face it, a 40-hour main story, over 100 hours for all achievements. It's going to be a push to get it complete in time, and for many, well even for most, that is going to prove to be too much. There's no question on the quality of the game though, a HD remaster of the PS2 title that packs content that never before released outside of Japan. It's been a good while now since I've played this one myself, but it's the usual Final Fantasy affair, huge world. It's a mix of turn-based and real-time combat, this one. It's kind of party positioning over anything else, and you're out to save and restore a kingdom. Throw in then the main questline, side quest activities, and the Zodiac job system that allows you to shape your character, and yeah, there's a reason that runtime is so long. Project Winter then is one I've been meaning to check out myself, so I'm going to be jumping in to kind of see what it's all about. I'm struggling to find any sort of completion time on this one though, how long to beat. It has an extremely useful 9 to 100 hour mark, which is, let's face it, a pretty damn wide window. The game though, 8-person multiplayer, all about social deception and survival. The tagline of this game though, communication and teamwork is essential as you work to escape while also trusting each other. Resource gathering, repair structures, and brave the wilderness. Now I remember at launch, reviews they were just okay, somewhat mixed, but I do, as I said, want to give it a quick spin, see if it's something I'd potentially come back to in the future. Code Vein then is another one that has a decent runtime to it, but it's no Final Fantasy. Really enjoyed this one, even if opinions they were a little mixed, but it's all set within the same universe as God Eater, a fantastic alternative for fans of Monster Hunter out there. This one though, it's an action RPG, for sure elements of the Souls-like genre, but it does enough here to separate itself, and also, I'll give you kind of a heads up, it's nowhere near as difficult, that is a guarantee. What I like though, you can change your character class at any time, and even then eventually mix and match. It leads to a whole lot of experimentation. Throw in then single player with an AI counterpart or co-op play, and I really like that sense of teaming up and going on this adventure through hell to unlock your past. The combat is fun though, there's a whole lot of leveling up and items to uncover, there's dungeons to explore, and of course then a whole host of customizable weapons. It's a unique world though, great visual style, and again look, not as difficult as Souls would typically be, so it may be a good one for those that want something just a little bit more forgiving, or even you just kind of want to take the genre for a spin. Our final game leaving then, Control. Somewhat controversially, this one won Game of the Year back in 2019, but it's worth knowing this is the original release, not the Ultimate Edition. Now the difference there, it's not packing the DLC, but also to my understanding, for Series X and S owners, this does not include the X and S upgrade for visuals and performance. Realistically though, look, I don't know how much you are really going to care about this one now, considering we are into 2022. I feel like you've had a good amount of time to check it out now. If it is in the backlog, or if it even maybe tempted you, give it a spin. It's for sure unique, and while I do disagree that it probably wasn't worthy of Game of the Year, I can see why it got so much backing behind it and went on to win. Sadly though, the folks who choose these games of the year and so on, they're not at all really connected with how the players actually feel, and it is a hell of a tech showcase, which I think kind of gave it that advantage. I liked it enough though, honestly, that I had the original release and then I went on to grab that Ultimate Edition as well. I think it's reasonable then to get this one wrapped up before it drops on the 15th. And that is the current batch of games leaving the service mid-month. If you played any already that you can get behind and recommend, let us know in the comments down below. Also, what will you be checking out, if anything, before it leaves? Remember then, as a Game Pass member as well, let's say you jump into Final Fantasy, a huge undertaking, and you like it enough, these are all currently rocking 20% off discounts for digital copies. My only warning with that discount, as always, that is a relatively smaller discount to what we have historically seen. How do you feel about this batch though? It's definitely one of the stronger lineups leaving that we've seen in a while, but hopefully Game Pass now has enough lined up for us in the month of February to kinda soften the blow. The biggest loss for me then, it's gotta be the Medium. It's such a unique game and it comes highly recommended for Series X and S owners out there. With that then, like, hit subscribe, join us here on Xbox Corner as we really start to get into now 2022, big plans for the channel this year. We'd love to see you along for the ride, and yeah, you'll see me or Luke on the next video. Thanks everyone.